Good evening, all. Today we are going to discuss the applications of determinants and matrices. Based on the determinants and matrices, we will now discuss the applications. So, first application is that is solving the system of equations with the help of determinants and matrices. So, in the matrices chapter, you all know that to represent a system of equations, we have matrix method which says ax equals to b. So with the help of that matrix representation, we will solve our given system of equations. So first of all, consistency of the system of linear equations. So consistency, what determinants and matrices tells us about the consistency, that we will discuss also, and how consistency is related. So a system of equations is said to be consistent if its solution exists. If solution exists, that means it will be consistent, and if no solution exists, that means it is inconsistent, right? So now moving on to system of linear equations. So you all know a system of equation a1x plus b1y plus c1z equals to d1, a2x plus b2y plus p2y plus c2z equals to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equals to d3 can be written in the form of ax equals to b, where a is also a matrix, x and b are also matrices, where a is what? A is the matrix of coefficients. Coefficients of what? Coefficients of the variable involved throughout the system of equations. So a will be what? A1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3. X will be what? X will be your matrix of, that is column matrix of variables, and b will be what? B will be the column matrix of the constants which are equal to, that is d1 d2 and d3. So now how to solve these equations with the help of matrices and determinants? So they said, if we written that in the form of ax equals to b, can I multiply with a inverse on both sides? If a inverse exists, I can multiply on both sides with the help of a inverse, and I am multiplying with left handed, right? So a inverse a x will be equals to a inverse b. Now you all know a inverse into a x equals to a inverse b. So now you all know inverse into that number, or inverse of a matrix into that matrix will be nothing, it will be identity matrix, identity element. And identity element in that case is, in the case of matrices, is identity matrix. So you will get identity into x will be equals to a inverse b, same as it is, right? Now you all know identity element into some element will be the same element we are multiplying with identity element. Same identity matrix into some matrix will be the same matrix we are multiplying with identity. So we will get x will be equals to a inverse b. Now if a inverse exists, b also we have, a inverse into b will also existing, that we will have, and x is the matrix of unknowns. So if two matrices are equal, that means their corresponding elements are equal. So we will get what? We will get the values of x, y and z, that are our unknowns. So now case 1, if a inverse exists. First case is if a inverse exists. A inverse is will be existing whenever matrix is non-singular. You all know the inverse of a matrix exists only and only if a will be non-singular. Non-singular means determinant will be non-zero. So if determinant will be non-zero, solution exists. So if the solution will exist, a inverse will exist, solution of the system will be given by a inverse into b. But if a inverse will not be existing, that means a will be singular matrix. Then what we will do? So case 2, if a is singular matrix, that is determinant of a is 0, then a inverse does not exist, that we all know. Then in this type we will check adjoint a by adjoint a into b. Adjoint a is what? Actually a inverse into b it is, right? A inverse into b. A inverse is actually adjoint a by that a. But now that a is 0. That is only creating the trouble. So just check for adjoint a into b. Now they said if adjoint A into B is not equals to O, that is zero matrix. If it is non-zero matrix, then solution does not exist, and the solution of system of equations is inconsistent. Second case is when adjoint A into B will be O matrix, that is zero matrix, then the system may be either consistent or inconsistent according as the system have infinite or no solution. So if it will not have any solution, it will be inconsistent. If it will have infinite solution, it will be consistent, right? So that we have to check according to the situation. So now let us try some examples based on this, how to find the solution of system of equations with the help of determinants and matrices. So first example is solve the system of equations given by 2x plus 5 equals to 1 and 3x plus 2y equals to 7 with the help of determinants. Now we all know how to write this system in form of matrices. Ax equals to b, where A is our coefficient matrix, x is a column matrix of unknowns, b is a column matrix of the constants given on the right hand side. So A will be our 2, 5, 3, 2, x will be our x and y in a column, right, and b will be our column matrix of 1 and 7. So A is our 2, 5, 3, 2, x is our x comma y, x, y in a column, b is our 1 and 7 in a column. Now first condition is we have to check whether A inverse exists or not. So first of all, to check A inverse exists or not, what we have to check? Determinant of A. Determinant of A will be non-zero, then it will be non-singular, A inverse will exist. If it will be 0, inverse will not exist. So first of all, check the det. Determinant of A will be equals to the product of the diagonal elements, main diagonal elements, subtracting the product of the other diagonal elements. So you will get 2 into 2 minus 3 into 5, 4 minus 15, that is minus 11, which is non-zero. So if that is non-zero, that means A is non-singular. That means what? That means A inverse exists. So if A inverse exists, solution will be given by x equals to A inverse B. A inverse B. Now you have to find A inverse. A inverse is actually what? A inverse is adjoint A by det A. Adjoint A by det A. Det A you have. Now you have to do is find the adjoint A. So you have to find adjoint A. You have to find the cofactor matrix and then take its transpose. So finding the cofactor matrix, I got 2, minus 3, minus 5 and 2. That you all know how to find the cofactor matrix. Then take its transpose, you will get 2, minus 5, minus 3 and 2. So this will be your matrix of adjoint. This will be your adjoint matrix, right? Adjoint of A. Now divide the adjoint matrix with the determinant, you will get your inverse matrix. So inverse will be what? This matrix, adjoint 1 by det A into adjoint A. So it will be 1 by minus 11 into 2 minus 5 minus 3 and 2. Now this is your A inverse. Now you have to find the solution, that is given by x equals to A inverse B. X is actually what? It is a column matrix of unknowns, which is x and y. So it will be A inverse into B, which will be minus 1 by 11 into 2 minus 5 minus 3 and 2 into 1 and 7, a column matrix of 1 and 7. So now multiply both the matrices, you will get minus 1 by 11 outside only. Multiply both the matrices, 2 into 1 plus 5 into minus 5 into 7. So you will get 2 minus 35. And in the next row, you will have minus 3 into 1 plus 2 into 7. So you will get 2 minus 35 and 3 minus 14. Minus 1 by 11 as it is, you will get minus 33 and 11. So taking minus 11 inside, I will get 3 and minus 1. So you know x, y will be equals to 3 minus 1. So this implies x will be 3 and y will be minus 1. So this was your matrix of unknowns and you got the values of unknowns. That means you solved your system of equations. That is, you got your values of x and y. X is 3 and y is minus 1. Now another last question based on this, determinants and solution of system of equations. So now they have given one solution of system equation. in three variables. One is 3x minus 2y plus 3z equals to 8, 2x plus y minus z equals to 1, 4x minus 3y plus 2z equals to 4. Now you have to write it in the form of Ax equals to b, where A is the coefficient matrix, x is the column matrix of unknowns, b is the column matrix of constants which are given on the right hand side. So A will be your column coefficient matrix. So it will be 3 minus 2 3, 2 1 minus 1, 4 minus 3 and 2. X will be your column matrix of unknowns, that is x, y, z. B will be column matrix of constants on the right hand side, which is 8 1 and 4. So now to find the system of equation, solution of system of equation, we have to do is we have to check whether the A inverse exists or not. So first of all, for A inverse to be existing or not, we have to check the determinant, not the derivative, determinant. So now check the determinant. Determinant of A will be 3 into 2 minus 3, right? Then minus of 2 into 4 minus 4 plus 3 into minus 6 minus 4. So this will be your determinant. Solving this, simplifying, you will get minus 17 as your determinant, which is non-zero. As determinant is non-zero, matrix is non-singular. So if non-singular matrix, A inverse will exist. So if A inverse will exist, the solution will be given by x equals to A inverse B. So if A inverse exists, find the A inverse. What will be A inverse? It will be adjoint A by that of A. If it is adjoint A by that of A, find the adjoint A first of all. Adjoint A will be what? The matrix, the transpose of the matrix of cofactors. So matrix of cofactors is nothing. It is minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 6, 1, minus 1, 9, 7. This you can calculate with the help of A matrix. The cofactors of each of the element of A matrix. Then form the matrix of cofactors. Take its transpose. You will get minus 5, minus 1, minus 5, minus 1, minus 8, minus 6, 9, minus 10, 1, 7. Right? Now A inverse will be minus 1 by 17 into minus 1 minus 5. Same adjoint A matrix. Now you have to multiply it with the help of with B to find x. So multiply both. You will get minus 1 by 17 outside. You will get matrix, column matrix of minus 8, minus 5, minus 4, minus 64, minus 6, 36, minus 81 and 28. How you got this? By multiplying the rows with the column matrix. First row, minus 1 into 8, minus 8, minus 5 into 1, minus 5, minus 1 into 4, minus 4. Then second row with first column, minus 8 into 8, minus 64, minus 6 into 1, minus 6, 9 into 4, 36. Then third row with the first the column, right? Minus 10 into 8, minus 80, plus 1 into 1, plus 1, plus 7 into 4, plus 28. So you will get minus 1 by 17 into minus 17, minus 34 and minus 51. So taking minus 17 inside, you will get 1, 2, 3. So now you got x equals to 1, 2, 3. X is a column matrix of unknowns, that is x, y, z. So x, y, z equals to matrix, column matrix 1, 2, 3. So now if two matrices are equal, their corresponding elements will be equal. That means x will be equals to 1, y will be equals to 2 and z will be equals to 3. So this will be your final answer for the solution of system of equation. So this was your whole chapter of determinants. This was your application part of the determinants. Rest we will do more questions on this determinant chapter, on this solution, on this application, right? We will discuss in the next class. Thank you and we'll meet you in the class.